Welcome to AFOX number one stop to entertainment and trending news. Now, like I promised you guys, I'll be keeping you up to speed with what's happening. If you have missed any previous uploads when it comes to AKA, please check them out. The CCTV footage was released. I did share that as well, so I'll link all those videos in here, so in case you missed them, please check them out. And so if there's one thing that many people have been looking forward to get to hear is Anele Tembe's family perhaps putting out a word of condolence out there. So for those who might not know, I'll just give you a quick backstory. About 2 years ago, AKA the rapper was engaged to Anele Tembe, who was commonly known as Anele. And so the lady is alleged to have committed suicide. I will say allegedly because the family has refuted those claims and investigations have never been concluded. And so the initial reports indicated that she had taken her life and she was somebody who was troubled. And then as days went by, things started coming up on social media, and then we got to see how toxic this relationship was between AKA and Anele Tembe. And there was even an incident where he had broken the door literally, and it was alleged in this particular situation she was hiding from him. And you can see this particular scene. For somebody to break a door like this, to get through it, then you can imagine how toxic that relationship is. And then videos started surfacing of Anele saying that she's so scared, look what he does to me. And these videos were being leaked online, and allegedly it was Anele who had sent to her friends. AKA, on the other hand, at that time put out that it is some of the people that she trusted, their friends, who are putting out these things, and they had hacked through her phone. So these were just personal videos that Anele Tembe had. Anyway, so at Anele's funeral, her dad put out very heavy statements indicating that his daughter did not take her life. AKA was allowed to be at the funeral. Apparently that particular service, or when they were at the church, that particular thing, he had paid for it. And this he had indicated in an interview that he had done. And he said this was his wife because he had already paid lobola, that is the dowry. But they had not done a Christian wedding yet. And so Anele Tembe's dad puts out that she did not commit suicide. And so all eyes are set on AKA. And also he was not allowed to give his tribute. And in the last interview that he did put out that one day maybe he might get to read what he wrote for Anele Tembe. Anyway, that will never happen because now he's no more. And so if you have been following what has been happening on social media, there have been a lot of speculations. People have been saying this is revenge. Durban was Anele Tembe's hometown, and that is where AKA lost his life. So there are a lot of speculations that is this a revenge. And also Anele Tembe's dad is a powerful businessman, and not just powerful but also very rich. And even if you go through the videos that I have shared with you guys, there are a lot of speculations of people on social media, and they were pointing their hands towards Anele Tembe's family, that they had to seek revenge. And I want us to listen to just what her dad said at that time before we get to hear his statement right now that AKA has passed on.
So why are we here? We're here because Anele is no more. How is Anele no more? That's a question. In answering the vexing question, I must hasten to state the obvious, that I wasn't there when Anele met her fate last Sunday. I neither seek to attack any person, nor cast aspersions, nor create suspicions, nor stigmatize any mental condition. However, I cannot allow an unfortunate narrative go unchallenged. A narrative that irks me to no end as a father, which is maliciously purveyed in some circles, that Anele, my daughter, was a chronically suicidal or had suicidal tendencies. All I can say is that until she turned 21, Anele wouldn't consider taking her own life as a solution. Not a single member of my family, Anele's family, Not a single member of my family, Anele's family, will have ever associated Anele with suicide. It never arose. Living would not have been Anele's challenge. On the contrary, Anele loved herself so much. She wanted to live more rather than less. As Anele's father, I hereby state categorically that Anele was neither suicidal nor did she commit suicide.
And so, of course, in the speech, he put out that he was not pointing any fingers, but also wanting to state it categorically that his daughter did not take her life. She loved her life so much. And when she passed away, there were only two people in that room. That was AKA and Anele Tembe. And so on this particular day, AKA did not give his tribute to his fiance. And he did put out as well in the interview that he gave that they did not put his name either to give a tribute, and that's why we never saw him give that tribute. Anyway, when the anniversary came, he did put out that he hopes that one day they will be able to celebrate Anele's life together and not separately. And so until his passing, which happened a day before yesterday, they were not in good terms. So in short, they did hold him accountable for Anele's passing. And so hence why you can see a lot of speculations and people pointing fingers on social media. And Anele's dad has given a statement as to the passing of AKA, which many people were also curious to know, will they do that? Well, Anele's dad gave a statement putting out that they received this news with deep pain, and he put out, it is with deepest shock that we've learned of the passing of Kenan. He also did put out that as a parent, he felt deep pain for Forbes' parents, that is Tony and Lynn, his daughter Cairo, and the extended family. His statement read, Kenan was an extraordinarily talented musician. His music contributed meaningfully to South Africa's rich musical tapestry. We extend our condolences to his extended family, his fans. He also appealed to the public to show compassion and give the family space, time, and respect on all platforms. And so many people were waiting to hear if Anele's family will speak up, and the father has spoken, and as you can see, he has extended his condolences to the family, the fans, and also just putting out that it is deep pain to lose a loved one, and this is also a pain that he knows very well, and it's still very fresh. Now, has he seen these speculations and pointing of fingers on social media? Maybe he has, maybe he hasn't, and perhaps he has just decided to ignore it as another family is mourning their loved one. And all this, we can say, are only speculations. We leave the police to do the investigations. And also something else is that we also don't know if AKA had other enemies. Perhaps he had confided in someone that he feared for his life, but all indications so far show a very happy man, somebody who did not even see his death coming. His day, the last hours, were a fun-filled day. He was excited to celebrate his birthday that evening with his fans, and even as the CCTV footage shows, he gave his friends hugs. He was bidding them goodbye. You could see just a cheerful mood until the shooter came and shot him. But one thing we do know, that they were on a very clear mission that he was not to make it alive, as they just aimed directly for his head and at close range. Anyway, I will continue following this story for you guys. In case of any update, definitely I'll bring it right here, so make sure you've subscribed and also turn your notification bells so you're notified once we have any new uploads. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.